What's up, class? This is Attorney THP. Question of the day. How can one pistol get one person sent to the state penitentiary and to the feds at the same damn time? That's right. You guessed it. Felon in possession of a firearm. And I know you might be asking, but man, how in the world can they do that, man? That's double jeopardy. You charging me 2 times for the same crime. How can you do that? I can't do that. That's unconstitutional. Since ignorance of the law is no excuse, I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. Since the state and the feds are technically 2 separate jurisdictions, right? Each state from another state is a separate jurisdiction, and each of the states from the federal government are separate jurisdictions. Double jeopardy does not kick in, meaning that successively, each separate sovereign can charge you and prosecute you and try you and even punish you, send you to prison for each one of those separate offenses under each separate sovereign's laws. To make it plain, for example, Texas has a law that prohibits felons from being in possession of firearms, and so does the federal government have a statute that prevents felons from carrying a firearm. Thus, if you violate one, the other can come in and charge you as well. Then you got 2 charges for the same crime, 1 single offense. So pull out your notepads. Here goes some case law. Gamble versus the United States, a 2019 Supreme Court case. The court held that a crime under one sovereign's laws is not the same as a crime under a separate sovereign's laws. Thus, although technically it's the same behavior, it's not the same crime. And y'all be wanting to sit up here and play semantic games with these people in your freedom. Never. Go ahead and send me some cash out, because that's what you call the dual sovereign doctrine, an exception to the 5th Amendment's prohibition of double jeopardy. I'm only speaking about this because I see it all the time. So usually a person is picked up by the state police or local police. They're charged with felon in possession of a firearm by the state. Feds get wind of it and then put out a bench warrant to have that person brought into federal custody. And then the feds charge them with felon in possession of a firearm under the feds jurisdiction. And usually if a person doesn't beat the state case, they end up signing for some time, and then the feds come, bring them back again. They sign for some time over there if they can't beat the federal case. Then they go to prison. The states come back and pick them up. They take them to the state pen. They serve out their time. They try to make parole, or they finish out all their time. But one way or the other, they get up out the state. The feds got a couple days to come get them, and their memory is amazing. They never forget to come get y'all from the state and bring you to the feds. Then they take you over to the feds, and then you serve out your term of months in federal custody, usually BOP, Bureau of Prisons custody. This can be a real long ride for that pistol, man. If you know somebody facing this situation and they ain't gonna be able to shake the pistol cases up off of them, the best thing you can do is try to get your federal time run concurrent with your state time.
So again, usually the person goes to the state penitentiary first. You want to have your federal time rolling, but it has to be said so expressly in your federal sentencing paperwork that, hey, while this person is in the state, they're getting credit for their federal time. If not, your federal time doesn't start at all until you leave the state pen and you're brought to the feds to start serving your time.